Hello guys, and it's good to have you back. So I'm in the key of C sharp today, and maybe I can go to some few keys if there's time. So many of you have wondered how passing chord works, right? I want to just explain passing chords in very simple terms. So I have a song, I don't know which song now. I'm coming to my 4, yeah, 1, then maybe 6. Okay, let me just take that progression. So chord 1, chord 4, chord 6, back to 1, right? So how does passing chord works? I want to move from my 1 to my 4. I will think of something that can lead me there. Now just know this: your immediate notes before your target notes. Okay, sorry, let me go to the key of C and do this. So I am on the key of C and I want to move to my 4. The immediate note here is what? So I'm moving from 1 to 4. I can decide to move from 1, 3 and 4. For example, now we have a song like you are God, right? From beginning to the end. Okay, for today's class, for today's lesson, I won't come out 1 to 4. So you are God, right? I can decide to do from beginning. You hear how it sounds to the end. It sounds very interesting. So passing chord just pass you to the next chord, and it must be smooth. You can decide to add some tensions. I can decide to do this: you are God. Maybe I can do from beginning to the end. That didn't really sound well for me. Okay, do you understand? I can decide to approach my destination with 2 steps. So I can do this: you are God. I can decide to do from beginning to the end. So I did what? You are God, chord 1. I then did chord 2, add 7, chord 3 to my 4. Okay, so I just added 7. That's my 7 degree. So this is my D major 7, right? Then my E minor 7, G minor 7, E minor 7. Then moving to 4. Okay, do you understand? Now there's a concept called 2-5-1, but in this case we call it 5-1-4. What does that mean? I'll use my 5, chord 5. You pass me to my 1, which will pass me to my 4. So I have something like this: you are God, and I have 5, 1, 4 more notes, right? So you are God from beginning to the end. You hear how it sounds interesting. I can decide to further expand this chord by making my 5 maybe a dominant 7, or I can make it a minor 7. Since it is not a chord that is going to resolve, it is a chord that is moving, I can decide to even make it a diminished if I want. Okay, diminished 7. So I have a lot of things I can do with this chord 5. Even moving to my chord 1, since I am not staying on my chord 1, I can decide to add the dominant 7. I can decide to make it a rootless. This is a diminished chord, but a rootless. Okay, I can make it. I can do this. Okay, there are a lot of things I can do with this. I can decide to even add some melody line, but for now let's keep it you are God, right? Now see, I'll add my 7 from beginning to the end. Do you see? Now I can decide to do another thing: you are God, right? I can decide to make it a minor from beginning to the end. So I made G a minor. I can decide to make it a G minor 7. Okay, so I have this: you are God from beginning. I can make my C a major 7 to my chord 4. So hear how everything sounds: you are God from beginning to the end. Okay, I can decide to expand on my left hand. This is what my left hand will play: a G minor expanded, and then I play this. So this is G minor 9. I'm expanding it. Okay, so I can do this: you are God from beginning to the end. Very interesting, right? Now I can start to add a melody line, just some lines: you are God. I can start to do this: beginning to the end. you are God all by yourself. I can do that. Okay, but like I said, I'm only teaching how to move from your 1 to your 4. If you find this video interesting, please follow for more. That's one. Secondly, a piano series is coming up very soon, and I would want you to be interested in learning. Okay, if you're a complete beginner, you don't understand how keyboard works, that is an opportunity for you. The course is coming out very soon and it's very affordable. It's going to cover everything that a basic pianist should know. Basically, it is what I teach in my 12 weeks class, physical class. I'm going to be pouring in that lesson. So let's continue with today's lesson. Okay, so I can still decide to do this, you are God. I can still decide to maybe do a diminished 7. Okay, it's my 4. Okay, I can think of a jazz concept, you are God. I can decide to do this from B. Okay, you can see I just picked something completely different, as long as it will take me to my chord 4. So from my C again, I can do this, you are God, right? I can do this G minor 7, C major. You see, just like a little jazz feeling. Okay, so you are God, right? I can do from begin. Okay, sorry, from beginning to. Okay, very interesting thing. So please follow for more. I'll be stopping here. Hope you have learned something. Keep practicing and keep growing, guys. Peace and shalom.